Greeting HMC friends. It's good to be with you. And may you know the presence of Jesus that is with you today. Well, Christmas is certainly over and done with. Everything's packed away, forgotten. It will only come out again next year. And maybe even for some of those New Year's resolutions have also been packed away. We're all into it again and everything seems to be happening. And next week the schools reopen. We'll certainly be back. I find it so interesting that Christmas has passed. It comes quickly and unexpectedly so often for us. How many of us didn't say, I can't believe it's Christmas? But we move on very fast. It's been interesting for me. We, as many of you have known, have experienced a lot of death this week. And this week I've been doing 3 funerals and we've had another death. But the fascination is I love watching people. And it's so interesting from my position standing at the front, watching people at funerals. The moment the family of the bereaved walk into the church, you must see what happens to the congregation. The heads turn to each other, the twitter, the pointing. That's the one with this. That one belongs to that. And all the little chitter chatter goes. And all the probably little gossip there. You know, that child or this one or that sister. It fascinates me how all suddenly the information gets passed along. Well, passing along information is really important. And if we go to Psalm 107, we are reminded of this information. Give thanks to the Lord, for God is good. God's love endures forever. Let the redeemed of the Lord say this, those God redeemed from the hand of the foe, those the Lord gathered from the lands, from east and west, from north and south. For some wandered in the desert wastelands, finding no way to a city where they could settle. They were hungry and thirsty, and their lives ebbed away. Then they cried out to the Lord in their trouble, and the Lord delivered them from their distress. So as we think about passing on information, and boy, there's a twitter, as I say, in a funeral service when the family arrive. We're not even a month away from Christmas. And I think that information we have forgotten so quickly. We are so good at passing along information, especially if it's a little bit scandalous or interesting. Isn't it amazing in the fires in Los Angeles? The stories are about the big stars who've lost their homes and not of the thousands of others. And so before this month of Christmas has even passed, we have forgotten the good news, to be communicating that. I know that around every one of us, there are people who need to be reminded that God came to them in their circumstances. And so today the challenge is, as we love to pass along certain communication, how can we still communicate and tell others that Jesus came for them, or that God was present in human form? And so I challenge us all to look around, and maybe people in difficult circumstances or people who needing assurance. Who today can I pass on that information with the same urgency as I pass on all those other tidbits? That Christ came in human form, and is with them today. And the assurance that this psalm that gives, that in our distress, God will be with us. So friends, how can we communicate the message that God came to us to someone today? God bless and take care.